Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to make a video talking about the rumor that there is gonna be possibly a new AVP movie. And this is kind of important for me in many ways because, well, first, I'm a big AVP fan. I'm a big fan of the concept of Alien and Predator together in an installment. Doesn't have to be specifically a movie, it can be either, to be honest, I mean, the movies. Despite the fact that actually I was gonna make a review here, I kind of became a Predator fan, or let's say a big fan of Predator and Alien because of the AVP movies, even though I did not enjoy them that much. Because some people, when I tell people this, that, oh, I became a fan because of the first AVP movie. Oh, so you like the movies, the AVP movies? And I'm like, no, that doesn't mean. It's just that I found out about the idea, this concept of having Alien and Predator together because of the first AVP movie. And that's how I became a fan. But it wasn't exactly the best experience for me. I remember I was a fucking kid. I watched it as a kid. And even as a kid, I could tell that, oh, the creatures don't look as good as they did in their, like, isolated movie, in their own installments. Something feels off. Like, the characters, they're not standing out as much as, the characters from the original movies. The creatures don't look as good. They're like, I was expecting more action. Like, they're like, even as a kid, I could tell that there was so much stuff wrong there. So much stuff that could have been done so much better. I remember, like, the movie ended, and I was like, really, that's it? I mean, it's a versus movie. I was expecting more action, more fights. And the action starts and soon it ends. And it was really disappointing because I was expecting so much. The idea, I watched the Alien and Predator movies when I was even younger. Because my dad rented the movies and he wanted to show me, even though my mom didn't want because there was violent movies. But it didn't like give me nightmares or anything. I thought it was cool. But I watched the movies and it was like fun, but then I moved it on. But then when I heard about the idea of Alien and Predator together, I was like, damn, that's really cool. I want to see those creatures fight. And I barely saw that in the movie. And then things went better afterwards because soon after this, I ended up finding about the AVP games on PC. And I had a PC, even though it wasn't a very good one at the time. So my dad bought the games for me, AVP 2 and then AVP Classic, around like, I think, 2005, 2006. And then Predator Conquer Jungle came out, which also was the only actual big like single player Predator only game that we had, and there was aliens on it as well. So AVP has always been like a touch thing for me, I would say like it's sensitive subject, the idea of a movie, because I just feel like that they're gonna fuck this up again. Because there was even rumors a while ago about, actually it was almost like, it wasn't just rumors, there was gonna be a AVP anime. And I heard the storyline, and it looks terrible. I think that maybe it would be fun for the fights. The action sequences could be cool. I think that a cartoon or an anime or just like an animated movie like the supposedly other Predator movie that we're gonna be getting, besides Predator Battlelands, animated version of a movie instead of like real movie, I think it would actually be better. I hope that if they make a new AVP movie, that they make an animated version. To be honest, I think that I don't know. I just feel like it might be cheaper. They can just show more action. It's easier. They can just make more with less money. And I think that we can just see more stuff. There's more potential. If they try to do it, like, I think that one of the things that limited the older two Predator movies, or the two AVP movies, was the fact that the budget was limited. They wanted to just make some easy cash out of that, which is why they end up like setting on Earth to just not have to go to the cost of having to set it on the planet. There's like many reasons why those movies went bad, and it ultimately came down to just that the people in charge were absolutely dumb as fuck, and they had no idea how to make this work. AVP was a failure, AVPR was a failure, which is why the franchise divorced it. And for a while it seems like the executives at Fox, they pretty much consider AVP like the license, because it's like a different license. There's like the Alien license, the Predator license, and the AVP license. There's like some politics there that is complicated, but it was like cursed. Like AVP was like it had such a bad reputation because of the failure of the two AVP movies. But like, it's your fault. Fox thinks that AVP is like a bad concept because you guys fucked it up in the movies. Because the games did do great. Like AVP 2 is one of the greatest installments. AVP 2 the game, not the goddamn AVP Requiem movie. AVP 2 was a great game. Like my favorite AVP Alien Predator game, whatever, of all time. It worked so well. There are comics that are great. There are novels that are great. You guys fucked it up the movies, because why would you set it on Earth on modern times? Why did you change the design of the Predators? Why did you decide to keep that awful ADI design from the aliens? Why did you make such shit characters? Well, you guys just keep making mistakes over and over. That's why the movies went bad. That's why they didn't make the amount of money you guys are hoping for. Like, they didn't make enough money. You guys didn't invest enough money in the budget. Like, I think it was like 60, 70 million for the first AVP movie, and the second one was like 35, was like half, around half. Didn't make much money. Yes, oh yeah, the first AVP movie, they didn't even want to show violence. They made a PG-13. And in the second one, they made the main characters be a bunch of teenagers from a slasher movie. They just completely fucked it up. So apparently, there's gonna be there's apparently like some ideas that they might eventually bring another AVP movie. And for me, as much as I am an AVP fan, I like the idea of the concept together. To be honest, I prefer another game. I don't want them to make a movie because they're gonna fuck it up. I don't have hope that they... I mean, the last movies are like okay, but it's still, they bring so much weird shit. Like, if they bring a AVP movie, I'm expecting them to just, I don't know, do like something like we saw in some of the bad comics, like AVP Deadliest of the Species, which we had a alien predator human synthetic hybrid, you know, shit like that. Because like in Romulus, we had the goddamn offspring. We had a creature that was like supposed to be a, I don't even know what the fuck that thing was. Like, people gonna say, oh, it was a mutated fetus out of the black goo, and for some reason it looked like a mixture of engineer with an alien. I don't think they even had much of an idea what they were going with that creature, but they're just so crazy with some of their ideas of going over the top. I think that we had better AVP games than AVP movies, and that's pretty much why I would prefer to have another game. I want another AVP game, please, please. Just, I don't really care about a possible future AVP movie. I don't like the idea. I don't think there's a... I just feel like there's a good chance, there's a higher chance of them fucking this up again. Like, you guys didn't learn from the first movie, from the second movie. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to make this work. Well, with the games, we had a AVP Classic was fun. AVP 2 was really great. AVP 2010 was fun. It wasn't as good as I was hoping. I think it would have been much better, but then the development was hushed because it was being developed at the same time with the Aliens Colonial Marines, and there are some problems there. But I mean, it's been over 10 years since the last actual AVP game. We had AVP Evolution, which was fun for a mobile game. I had a lot of fun with that. It was really fun. But I think we did more. And I think that if you guys want to invest on the idea of the AVP concept, like even the novels, like the Rage War novelization, the trilogy, the Rage War trilogy novel, that was way better than the AVP movies. The games were better. Even the comics. I mean, of course, some of the comics, like Deadliest of the Species, I'm looking at you. You were terrible. Like that thing was completely terrible. We had some really bad comics. Yeah, sure. For both Alien, Predator, and AVP. But still, like, at least we had some good comics. Well, what the AVP movies, they're like, I don't even know if I call them good. I mean, they're part of my childhood, but not exactly in a good way because of how disappointed they were. I had my fun. There are some cool moments in the movies, but it was just, there's just some stuff there that for me was just painful. I mean, I was like, I remember like at the theater, if you're gonna say, oh, how did you manage to watch the, like, AVPR has a theater, has a kid? Well, there's a theater close to my house, which they don't really care about ratings, you know. Like, it can be R-rated, or here in Brazil, it's the rating is like different. It's like between like up to 12 years old, 14, 16, 18. It was 18 at the time, but they didn't really care about having like 10-year-olds to go watch it. I mean, this theater, they just don't really care. Like, it's like whatever. They just want to make money. So it's Brazil. No, so they don't. It's like we have bigger priorities than kids going to watch R-rated movies about aliens killing each other. But well, it was painful for me. I watched AVPR, and I was just like so disappointed. It had some cool moments, mainly with Wolf. Like, Wolf was like the only reason why I was having some enjoyment out of that stupid movie, you know. But I honestly don't want a new AVP movie, just because I don't trust these people to make this work, you know. I barely trust these guys to make another Predator movie. Imagine an AVP movie, which I just feel like there's a higher chance of them just making crazy shit up, you know. I don't trust Ridley Scott with making another Alien movie because I think he's gonna make things even worse. Like, I just want more games, to be honest. The idea with the movies, the last movies were just so full. I mean, Alien Romulus was okay, but the Offspring was such a dumb shit that I'm like, just give me another game. I really just want another Predator game. I want another AVP game. Give me the Alien Isolation 2. I just want the sequel to Alien Isolation. You guys can make that work better. Like, I don't want to see this and this, because it's like, for me, such a waste. They wasted so many millions and end up like making such bad movies. And I'm like I remember the Predator. Prey was like okay, except by the ending part where they had to have the Mary Sue character kill the Predator. But the Predator was like the most expensive Predator movie. It was so bad. It was just like a completely waste, and it almost killed the franchise. Like I feel like movies are like high reward, high risk investments. You know, it can either get the franchise a lot of return, or it can kill it. So just to be safe, forget about the movie and just give me another AVP game, please.